how would you like to die, he asked. How anyone would, I say. In my sleep, in my own bed. I could turn the question around back to him, but the answer was, if not obvious, then at least suspended in our air. So I say instead, how would you not like to die? What's the worst death? Anything involving lava or quicksand, he says. Is there still quicksand? Didn't the UN and the World Health Organization eradicate that in the late 60s? No, they gave up after polio and smallpox, he says. Your worst death? Animals, I say, being eaten by some wild, hungry animal. But what would be really awful is if the animal had a small jaw, and so he had to take lots of little bites to finish you off. On the flip side of that, can you imagine being mauled by panda bears? Wouldn't that just be the cutest death ever? Or else a headline in the newspaper might read, autopsy reveals that the man killed by three-toed sloth actually died of late-stage cancer. So there's no collective noun for sloths, apparently. I guess they don't hang out together. You see like sloths hanging out together, you should run. Or at least walk briskly away. A week ago we watched a TV movie on cable called Strays. A family, father, mother, young child, and a newly born infant move into their dream house out in the woodsy suburbs. And then the nightmare begins. They are stalked by a colony of feral cats. The alpha male cat, the principal evil, who's supposedly afraid of water, obviously, looked like he had been dipped in a bucket of KY jelly and barely towel dried. The tagline for the movie was, "Cats have 9 lives, you only have 1." There was a lot of clawing and scratching and more clawing until the victims inexplicably died. And not to mention, with inflamed sinuses too. I believe one victim even threw himself off the 3rd-floor balcony to his death just so that awful mewing and clawing would stop. It's a cliche in horror movies that when during a suspenseful moment, a cat would suddenly fly or be flung screeching and meowing across the screen. In this movie, however, that tired ruse made perfect sense, and it happened quite frequently as well. What's the collective noun for cats, he asks. A bunch of cats, a phobia of cats, a plie of cats, an allergy of cats? I say guessing, but he's already dozed off. The now is darkening in gradual sheets outside, and in here he's getting tired. When I leave, I will go to his apartment and attempt to tidy up, put things away, pack things up. What more can I do? 12 days ago, he left for his medical specialist appointment and never came back, sent straight to hospice care. His apartment is evidence of that. Everything, every object and piece of furniture, every wall hanging and scrap of paper, every appliance and implement, every book and record, every withering houseplant, and all the pillows in the bed, even the air swirled with particles of dust and dander, hangs as if in mid-sentence. It's a kind of heartbreak I never knew I could or would ever recognize. It is midday, an ordinary, unsurprising type of mild any day when I get a text message from him which reads, "This is kind of it, kiddies. I'm feeling one fry short of the happiest meal. I feel like I'm underwater more and more each hour. Thank you for everything. You're all precious to me." A whole lot of cats is a clouder, a clutter, a cluster, a colony, a glorying, a pounce, a kindle, a litter, a doubt, a parliament, a seraglio, a glaring, a destruction.